at Austin if granted the opportunity. And we are in there. Boom! Alright, you guys, what's good? Welcome to the video. So before we get started, shout out to UT Austin for sponsoring this video. I received a care package from them earlier today. I was only supposed to receive one package, but they ended up sending me 2 of them. So shout out to them. So you see the title, you know why you clicked on this video. And I feel like a perfect place to start is going to be by reading my admission essays, as they do a good job of painting a picture. They will serve as a tool to lay out the foundation for this video. I put in tens, but I put in a lot of hours. Frankly, these are the best essays I've written and put in the most time. Got them revised, and many different professionals put their eyes on these and helped me edit them. And it was a process, days, guys. So let's get right into it. Guys, first essay, I believe this is the more of a personal essay. However, I will have the prompts on the screen. Okay, so this is the topic C. So you guys can read along with me right here. Life is full of hardships and challenges that everyone goes through to some degree. As we grow, personal struggle is a guarantee, but what makes or breaks a person is the response to that adversity. This is why I embrace being uncomfortable, because I know that my discomfort and struggles will enable me to grow as a person. Life is short, and I am on a lifelong journey to mold the best Jonnysantibanez I can be, so that I will be prepared to seize all opportunities when presented. Intro paragraph right there. The main purpose here that you want to try to do is grab the reader's attention and kind of introduce the layout for everything that's to come. I decided to begin my college career at 16 years old in the summer of my sophomore year of high school. From the start of my first semester, I was challenged with a greater workload than I had ever been accustomed to in any class at the high school level. I had to adapt fast over an accelerated 11-week college algebra course and an ongoing 6-week government course. Not to mention, I was also a crew leader at Sonic, where I worked 15 hours a week. In conjunction with that, I had and still have my own YouTube fitness/lifestyle channel that has accumulated over 3,100 subscribers and over 285,000 video views to this day. It was difficult still being a young teenager who wanted to go to the river, the beach, and hang out with friends and family during the summer with such a rigorous schedule. However, I was prepared to embrace all the hardships and struggles ahead. After all, this is what I signed up for. Although this was not a schedule for just anyone to handle, I managed to do it all by having a strong commitment, perseverance, being resourceful, and a relentless work ethic. I received all A's during my first semester of college, and that only marked the beginning of my college career. Since then, I remained a dual enrollment student at Austin Community College for every fall, spring, and summer semester. By exposing myself to an untraditional path for most high school students, I learned to redefine my standards and thrive beyond them. These obstacles I faced as a young teen propelled me to discover a passion for overcoming challenges and working down the path of a difficult goal or something considered to be unattainable. In return, it will yield a greater feeling of self-satisfaction, all while creating a positive impact. I have come a long way, but I still have ample more to learn and flourish as an individual. I graduated from Lehman High School with over 60 credit hours and a launch start into college, adding up to a 3.8 GPA. I believe there is always more to do, to gain, or to learn. Every day that we open our eyes, we are blessed, and I am prepared to do everything within my power so that my opportunities do not go to waste. I was raised in a low-income, working-class household. My father and mother are both first-generation immigrants who worked back-breaking construction jobs to provide for my family and I. I remember my dad waking me up early Saturdays to help him work since I was 8 years old and up until high school. When I complained, he would always say, "You have to work hard, long hours to earn money." Now that I'm older, I am grateful for the lesson. I learned the significance of increasing one's input to produce a greater output. I have adopted this concept in my study routine and have increased my hours of input to output higher grades. However, I refuse to be trapped in such a working class mentality. Therefore, I aim to work smarter and not harder. Besides encouraging me to work alongside them and follow in their footsteps, my parents weren't involved in my education. As long as the school was not calling them, they would not make any remarks. They never had a conversation with me about advanced classes, much less an accelerated college start. They didn't even know any of those things existed. I understand now that this is a direct result of neither of them making it past the very poor elementary school education they received in Mexico. Not having a parent to hold you academically accountable could have very well been a slippery slope, as I have witnessed many classmates go down the wrong path. Or it can be a perfect opportunity to develop true self-discipline and indulge oneself in conscientiousness. Therefore, I have pushed myself to be independent and responsible from a very young age. Although I was born in Austin, I was raised in a rural town, Kyle, just 20 minutes south of Austin. I lived in a single wide trailer with no central AC or heater. My neighbor was an associated gang member and drug dealer. I attended poor, underperforming schools growing up because I did not have any other options. Even with scarce resources, I sought to gain information and knowledge through my path towards self-improvement. I come from what the majority would call a low-quality life, but I seek to be the catalyst in my family line. My end goal and what I strive for is to reach beyond even my greatest potential. Therefore, I choose to dive head first towards opportunity, hardship, and challenges every day of my life, and will continue doing so at the University of Texas at Austin, if granted the opportunity. And we are in there. Boom! Alright, you guys, that was essay topic C. I also have essay topic A, and so I'll make another video on that if you guys are interested, so just comment down below, and I'd love to go through that essay as well. How did I get in, guys? How do I think I got in? First and foremost, I am a minority, so therefore I'm a Latino male, so therefore I do have a slight advantage over someone who's not a minority. And but that's not to take anything away from myself. I still have to have everything else on par. As you've seen my essays, I'm truly still, that was my first time rereading it in months, and I'm still, like, I put basically everything that I could, I feel like, because just I had to be in my mind constantly in my thoughts, and this was a span of months that I spent editing this essay, because this was my freshman essay when I first got denied from UT. Yes, I got denied. That's why this is my transfer story. So I had literally worked on that essay way back then, and then I had a whole year because I had planned to transfer to UT from when I was at Texas State. So being frank with you guys, I think I should have got in as a freshman, and if they would have taken a closer look and thoroughly gone through my entire application, I believe I would have got in. But as I did, and I talked to my counselor at my high school before, I definitely feel that the fact that I wasn't your traditional AP student with a super high school GPA in the top 7% of your class, that kind of automatically put me behind. I believe I was like top 15% of my class, but like I said, I had the over 60 college credit hours with a 3.8 GPA. But regardless, with that said, it's more competitive to get in as a transfer, and I got into the College of Natural Sciences computer science major straight off the bat. Besides that, guys, I mean, my high school GPA was about a 3.6, and so my college GPA was better because that's what I had put all my effort in. I was really trying hard to get all my credits and be on my shit and be ahead by the time I got to college, so that when I got to college, I was able to just focus on my major specific courses and cruise through. But guys, there's no secret here. It all comes down to putting in the work. And if you're young, and if you're a sophomore, even if you're a freshman, you're in the perfect situation. But if you're a sophomore, junior, you're still good, guys, and you can always come back. Like me, I got denied. I'm a reject, you know. Most people would have thought I would have just settled off wherever, but no, I put in the work. And my year at Texas State, 4.0 each semester, 12 credit hours the first, 9 credit hours the second semester. Handled business, reapplied, and guys, some of you may or may not want to hear this. You're not ready for it, but your academics are number one, man. I mean, you're going to college, you're going to class, you got to get good grades. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about extracurricular activities, but as for that, I had minor involvement that could have also benefited me. I know UT really loves people who take initiative, and you show that. Where I showed my initiative was my early college start. That's really what I put in all my time and effort to back then, as well as my YouTube. And I'm sure, 3,100 subscribers, almost 500,000 video views. I'm sure that they're like, oh, this, like, they saw that also consumed some time. To be real frank with you guys, something about you has to stand out, especially if you're a transfer. Like I really do feel like that's what benefited me. I had something that really popped about you, grabs your attention. You gotta have a story behind you guys. If you don't have the most perfect academic grades, extracurricular, that's when the extracurricular activities could help lift you up. But like I said, coursework is number one. And as I just read my essays, I would say that is the second most important thing, because your essays, that's where you get to, as I was saying earlier, you get to paint the picture for them. And if things weren't optimal, if you basically get to tie everything else in together and let them know who you are as a person and what defines you guys. So your essays are really, really important. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, what starts here changes the world. Hook 'em horns, baby. You already know. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. Much more content coming soon. With that, guys, peace.